Greetings, my name is Coach Chennis Berry. I'm the co-offense coordinator and offensive line coach at Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm super excited about putting together the newest drill DVD. This drill DVD is going to consist strictly of our power play, which is our gap scheme. We're going to talk about the teaching progression on our double team, our kick out, our wall up, how we get moving on our double team, how we get a great skip pull to keep our shoulders square, and what we really believe in with this play. With this play, we look at it as, we call it God's play. And we call it God's play because we feel like this play just cannot be stopped. And we really believe in it here at Southern University, and I hope we can do the same for you. Go Jags. The down block. In order to run power, obviously, if everybody's responsible for a gap, each offensive lineman, whether it be the tight end, the tackle, the guard, or the center, has to work this block called a down block. Now, the way we teach a down block here at Southern University, we're blocking back or down away from the puller, all right, being that it's a gap scheme. So here in this case, the center here, when he blocks back on this nose guard or blocks down on this nose guard, he wants to make sure more than anything he does not step under himself. All right, very, very important. A lot of offensive linemen, first thing they do when they're not very athletic is they step under themselves, so they're losing ground. We want to make sure that our young men are able to step back and step down without stepping under themselves. And our aiming point, we want to take our hat and put it on the hip of that defender. All right, we want to put it on the hip of that defender. Low pad level, put it on the hip of that defender. We'll do a drill here called a down block, and we'll use PCV pipes. All right, we'll use certain different things to make sure that we don't step under ourselves at the point of attack, because the objective at the end of the day, we don't want that defensive lineman to go back over the top. So we want our hat on the hip and continue on our departure angle, not step on ourselves, hat on the hip, and drive the defender at a 45-degree angle and not allow this defender to go over the top. Down block, it's extremely important that our goal is to not step under ourselves at the point of attack. So watch this young man here. He has a great departure angle. He does a great job of stepping over the pipe. He's got his hat on the back. He's got a great fit on the defender's hip, and he's finishing through. Good rep right there. All right, now you'll see an example right here of a bad rep where what we try not to do is step under ourselves at the point of attack, and because we're losing ground and we're actually stepping away from the block. So we want to do a good job of not stepping under ourselves. All right, you'll watch this young man right here, the left tackle. He does an outstanding job. He has a defender in his B gap, and he does a great job of washing the entire side down by a great down block, great departure angle, and an outstanding finish. A big emphasis for us here at Southern University, where we run the power play, is the movement on the double team. Very, very important that we get vertical movement on the double team. We don't want lateral movement, we want vertical movement. In order to get the movement on the double team, we teach several progressions on how we get movement on our double team block. Now, the biggest thing is, if we have this double team here to this backside backer, we want to emphasize again, 4 eyes on the linebacker. All right, 4 eyes on the linebacker, meaning the covered lineman's eyes, all right, his 2 eyes, and the uncovered lineman that's coming on the double team, his 2 eyes. We should be looking at that backside linebacker, because we feel deep down inside, we can feel the defensive lineman, but we want to be 4 eyes on the linebacker to not allow run-throughs. Now, the steps that we teach here. First step is for the covered guy, the postman is called a lateral lead step. All right, very, very important. Being that this play side guard is responsible for his inside A gap, he's going to take a slight lateral step to his inside gap to protect any inside rocking or any inside movement to our inside A gap, he's responsible for the A gap first. So he's going to take a lateral lead step back through that defender's crotch. He's going to lateral lead step through that defender's crotch. Now, it's very, very important that he feels where that defensive lineman is. He may step lateral, but he's going to find wherever that defensive lineman is. If he flows with him, boom, he's going to lead back with an outside flipper on that down lineman. Now, we want to emphasize movement at the point of attack. Now, you got to be very, very athletic with this post man. You got to be athletic, and the delivery man, you have to be even more athletic. We call a gallop step here at Southern University. Gallop step. Now, the way you get to the gallop step, it's going to be 5 quick steps to get cheek to cheek. The whole objective, we want to be cheek to cheek. Because we feel like we can get cheek to cheek, you cannot split us on the double team. So it's very, very important that this offensive lineman, which is the delivery man, he wants to take 5 quick steps. He's going to start with, it's just like he's galloping. He's going to start with his first inside step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to get cheek to cheek with the adjacent offensive lineman. So at the end of the day, we want to be cheek to cheek on this defensive lineman, and we want to emphasize vertical movement. Now, very, very important that our eyes are on the backside linebacker. If this linebacker runs underneath, obviously the guard's going to come off. If this linebacker runs over the top, obviously he's going to get overcalled by his guard, and he's going to come off to build a wall on that defense. Because again, we're trying to create walls with a double team, kick out, wall up mentality. This is how we get movement here at Southern University on the double team. Lateral lead. This drill is extremely important for our gap scheme play. We work this drill on the boards where we take a lateral step to protect our inside gap. We lateral and we stick it and hold it to make sure our footwork is correct. Again, we're taking we want to protect our inside gap. So our initial step is a lateral step. Then the next phase of it in our progression is a lateral step with a lead step, but on the lead step, we're going to deliver a flipper with our outside arm. So we're going to lateral with our inside foot, and we're going to deliver a flipper with our outside arm. Now, it's very important on our outside arm that we bring our hips, just like a power clean. I always tell our guys, when we unlock our hips, it's just like a power clean in the weight room. So we want to give outstanding effort and really give a great flipper and bring our hips and finish through the boards. Outstanding rep by this young man here. All right, now we take the same drill in our progression. We lateral stick in the chutes and on the boards to maintain lower pad level, obviously, because we got to play with Z in our knees. So we lateral, lead, finish through the boards in the chutes. All right, now, again, you see another rep. We're on the boards. We're lateral leading, flipper with our outside arm, and we're finishing through, always finishing through with an aggressive shove at the end. We want to always finish our blocks. We don't want to go through the motions on drills, finish our blocks at the end. All right, you see this young man right here, lateral, lead, finish through with an aggressive shove. Now, here's a game rep of a lateral lead. It's very important that when we take that first initial lateral step that we lead our outside foot and our outside flipper through the defender's crotch, emphasizing movement on the double team. All right. You'll see on this rep here, our left guard, he does a good job again on the double team on power to take a lateral step with his inside foot, and he's going to lead with his outside foot through the defender's crotch with an outside flipper. Gallop step. On our gallop step, the job of the delivery